Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Last time, we blew up one of the reactors, and Wedge got his ass caught on fire. Now we need to follow Barret out, so we go this way, and through here. And we look at a pretty trashy looking town. Poor lady got knocked over by the red shirt triplets. Bunch of guys in red shirts running around. Yes. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, it's a little bit of, not quite spoilers, but a little bit let you know what's going on ahead. There is an opportunity to romance a certain number of characters throughout the game. 3 female characters and 1 male character. I'm not going to spoil who they are here, but those who've played already know. But please don't spoil in the comments for those who may not have. In order to date one of these 4 characters, there are certain responses and actions that you can do throughout the game to influence who you end up with at the date scene. I am not going to particularly try to go for anyone specifically. For one, I don't really care how it goes. I'm not really picky. And I don't really know the mechanics of answers that well. Some of them are pretty obvious. If you answer a question a certain way or another way, you can obviously tell the answer is going to probably either increase or decrease your romance level or date level with that character. But there's some that are going to be a little more obscure and not quite as obvious. And so I don't know all of the mechanics that well. That's why I don't really want to go to the effort of trying to show them off specifically. So when the date scene arrives, whoever my date will be a surprise to both you and me. So, all right, what happened? You ready to hear nothing? Hey, this is a opportunity to actually influence the date scene. If you say nothing, she will leave. If you ask, or if you say if you better get out of here, she will leave. Let's got it backwards. Say nothing, she will actually offer to sell you a flower for 1 gil. That flower can actually be used to influence the date scene of one of 2 characters later in the game. For now, I'm going to say nothing. And I'm going to ask her about her flowers. I got 600 gil. I don't mind spending 1. Let's buy 1. Thank you. Alright. And now she leaves. We can't talk to her again. So we follow her out. Or just run right past her. And now we go. So we can talk to these guys around here that are running around if you want to. None of them really have anything interesting to say, except that I'm aware of. This guy here looks up and goes, wall over there. Don't be fooled by Shinra. Mako energy doesn't last forever. Mako is the planet's life source. The end is in sight. Predictions of the planet, avalanche. Okay. Let's go over here, and there's a potion. Alright. Let's follow that guy out. You can pretty much have ignored all of those guys. There's nothing really you can do here. Now, I'm going to I'm not really spoiling events here, but I'm going to let you know what's about to happen here. You see these entrance ways here? We're going to be trying to escape from some soldiers here. And I'm going to go through this scene kind of quickly, and I'm going to cut out the battles in between, except for one. That's going to be the side battle that I explained in the last episode. So what's going to happen is I'm going to run down here, soldiers are going to appear, and you have the option of fighting them. You're going to say, take them on, or leave them, or whatever. And if you can run away and not fight them, and you can do that on the path here to the north, the path west, or the path east. It's going to happen 3 times. And you can ignore each one of those battles by just running right away before you even go into the battle. Or you can actually fight them and get the experience for it, but you're still going to end up running away because more soldiers are going to appear. I want the experience, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and engage these enemies, and I'm going to I'm going to cut out all the battles until I get to the last one, so I can show off the side attack that I was explaining. So we're going to run down here. Hey, you there! Fight them. And also, if you take too long to choose between fight them or later, you'll end up fighting them regardless. Alright, now we run. Go left. Oh no, more soldiers! Fight them! And even though you'll occasionally come across 3-on-1 battles like that one, don't worry, you can easily take them on. They don't do that much damage to you, and they're still one-hit kills. Alright, this battle here is going to be the side battle. As you can see now, I got 1 enemy behind me and 2 in front of me. Now, I can't escape this battle because there's enemies on both sides. But I can actually prevent damage. I can actually prevent extra damage by turning and facing the enemy when they try to attack me. So this guy's going to attack me here. Actually, he still did damage, didn't he? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I thought they did less damage. Okay, I was wrong. As long as the back's facing you, whether they're turned around or not. Okay, whatever. I thought when you turned around, as long as you're facing them, you're doing the running away animation. As long as you're facing them when they hit you, you don't take as much damage. But I guess that's not the case. Also, whenever you're attacked from behind, whichever direction you're attacked from, you automatically turn and face them. So when you're on a back attack, if you don't remember to turn around, when you're attacked, your characters automatically turn and face them. And same way for a side attack. If your back is facing the enemy, when this enemy attacks you, you'll turn around and face them. So you kind of can't prevent back attacks from that on battles like that. All right, now we're surrounded by soldiers. Too bad we can't take all of them on at once. That'd be a lot of good experience, but we can't, unfortunately. We run to a cutscene. That's still blocky, unfortunately. Oh, we made it on a train. Is it the train? Who knows? Meanwhile, inside a train, Cloud never came, huh? Of course he didn't. He was running away from soldiers. Well, Barrett has a lot of trust in us. What's that noise? I doubt it by the way he was talking. Way to motivate your team. Call them screw-ups. Way to go, Barrett. Yeah, way to make your pissed off leader feel better. Ask about money. Good idea, Wedge. The hell was that noise? What was that noise? What the door just came open. And enter our hero, Cloud. Everybody's so happy to see us. Looks like I'm a little late. Waltzing in here. I don't think that was a waltz, Bear. I think it was a backflip. Just what I always do. And because we're in a game that's probably about teen rated, we can't have any cuss words. God forbid that we hear words like fuck, shit, asshole. Our children might actually end up with curved spines. You were worried about me? What, just because I was worried? Well, that was mean. Alright, now Barrett's going to jump into the screen, breaking the fourth wall. Sort of. Wedge is going to do the same thing. If I'm staying, we're not going to be in next time. That's probably a good idea. You wouldn't want to fall out. Aw, Jesse has feelings for us. I don't know how you got your leg stuck, but whatever. Alright, now we're in control of Cloud. Unfortunately, there is absolutely nothing on this train. You would think that you could walk all the way back here. You think there'd be some kind of secret back here, like some item you could pick up, like a phoenix down or a potion or something. But there's not jack diddly squat back there except an error in gravity. You can see my feet. That's 1997 for you. Last train out of Sector Station. Last stop is Sector 7, Train Graveyard. Back time of arrival is 12:23 a.m. Midgar Standard Time. Now I want you to keep this number, 12:23 a.m. I want you to keep that in mind because it's a little bit of a continuity error that I think I noticed a little bit later. I'll explain it in a minute. Nice spiky hair, dude. Would you fuck a light socket? Damn. Alright, everyone's going to run around here. This guy here is going to run to the screen. I hate the last train. Alright, now we control the cloud. Let's talk to this guy over here. Apparently he lives on the train. Alright, how about this guy here? Headlines in the Shinra Times. The terrorists that bombed the number 1 reactor are based somewhere in the slums. Okay, so there's a newspaper about us attacking the number 1 reactor. Didn't we just do that? How quickly did that newspaper get printed? Let's have a real calculating leader. Now, once I acknowledge this dialogue box, watch Barrett's head. He looked that way as if he's acknowledging what the guy said. What about you, Barrett? Stop acting like a damn kid. Sit down and shut up. Well, I don't wanna. I want to talk to these guys over here. Haven't switched to security mode yet. That'll change by tomorrow. All right. How about Wedge? They're already at least infamous, aren't they? I mean, they're in the newspaper. Can't go any farther this way because this guy will come in and, please don't bother the other passengers. So they're okay having terrorists on the train just as long as they stay in their own car? What? Alright, now we try to talk to Jesse. There we go. What do you want to show us, Jesse? Oh, map of the Midgar rail system. Damn, got my hopes up. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and models, flashy stuff. I like that line.
Really?
This is a complete model of the city of Midgar, which is where we are. They finally named the city. It's called Midgar. It's about a 1 to 10,000 scale, so it just shows you how big the city is compared to this little model. The top plate is about 50 meters above ground. A main pillar supports the plate in the center, and there are other support pillars built in each section. The water reactor we blew up was in the northern section. There are 2 to 3 all the way up to 8 reactors that provide Midgar with electricity. Okay. That's kind of sad. Now it's showing the route the train is on. Spiraling around the main pillar. Oh, okay. So we're descending, or just spiraling around it. We're going down around the pillar. Uh-huh. Oh, well, that's convenient. So a flashing, irritating red light means we're in an ID security area. Sorry about that flashing light gets to me, guys, so excuse me if I cut to the dialogue a little quicker here. Oh, that bugs my eyes. I apologize for that. And what's to do with that conversation? You can talk to her again. I know. Next time I'll make one just for you. I don't really know what she's talking about there. Looking forward to it? I assume she's talking about an ID card, but I really don't want her to make an ID card that's going to explode in my pocket. Alright, how about you, Biggs? He's sleeping while standing up and his eyes are open. That's some talent. How about you, Wedge? You look like you're crying. Oh, I can't get to Wedge. Damn it. Went too far. Oh, well. Oh, really? Oh, that's right, because Jesse mentioned the plate. You can get an idea that model probably didn't show it too well, but you can't get an idea what's going on here. We're under there's a giant plate that sits at the top of the well, not on the top, but above us. Like I said, 50 meters above the ground. We're on the ground floor, and there's a plate 50 meters above us, and we're underneath it, going on the train around the main pillar underneath it. So when they're looking up, they're seeing the plate, which is blocking the sunlight, obviously. You have no idea, Barrett. The upper world is a city on a plate. Now, for the longest time, I didn't realize what the term what he meant here by pizza. I even though I knew what the plate was, I didn't realize that he was referring to it as a pizza. It took someone explaining to me who had played the game before My friend Kate explained it to me. I didn't understand what he meant by pizza until she explained it. I was like, oh, he's talking about the plate. I got it. I don't know why I didn't get it until she told me, but whatever. City below is polluted air. And the reactor is draining up the energy. Sounds like a wonderful place to live. How sad. That's the FMV cutscene here. Showing you the train going around the pillar, and a good view of the plates they were referring to. There's the pillar. It's just kind of it shows you the scale of the city that we're in. This whole point of that, well, another point of that FMV. Phone call. Nobody important?
It ain't you.
Like I said, nobody important. Everybody jumps out of the train, and of course we're the last one to jump out. Let's go down. We're in control of Cloud here, so let's go down here and talk to Barrett. Yo, get over here, all of you. Gonna be bigger than that? That one already took like an eighth of the city. Alright, we're fully in control of Cloud here. We can go to the right if we want to. There's a little area over here we can do some battling, a little grinding if you want to. Enemies there are still very easy. I don't really think it's worth the grinding. I'm not going to be doing very much grinding, if any at all. The only grinding I might be doing is just working on the limit breaks, trying to get them all built up, because I do want to show off everybody's limit break before the end of the game. So I'm going to try to do that, but I'm not going to try to do a lot of level grinding because the game really isn't that hard. I am going to tell you there are some optional super bosses in this game that I will not be fighting because of the time it's going to take me to do that kind of grinding. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fight them. So I'll explain those when I get to them, but I'm just going to give you guys a heads up now. I'm not going to be doing the optional super bosses of the game. Alright, you come down here and these two guards are actually blocking us from getting past them, so we can't go this way. But if we go up here, there's a save point, and we talk to this guy who looks like he's trying to hold his pants for some reason. And we startle him. See what, dude? Oh, he's talking about the pillar. Whew. The way they say it sometimes in this game makes you wonder. And this is one of those support pillars that Jesse was talking about. It goes way, way up there. The pillar is actually the large square structure on the right. What we're seeing here in the middle of this cylinder is just like the support structure for it. It controls the pillar itself. The pillar, the square thing, is what's holding up the plate above us. The cylindrical structure is not the pillar. It's just like a maintenance. Sort of like scaffolding, maintenance scaffolding, so if there's any kind of damage to the pillar, they can just climb that little spiral and repair it. Alright, I'm going to nosy down here, and Barrett, you can just hold your happy ass down there and wait. I'm going to pop this save and be right back. Alright, we're saved up and ready to go. Let's continue on down here, and head over to the left. You could have ignored that entire scene with the pillar, but I wanted to show that off for a little detail. You just come out of the train and immediately go left, and you're where you need to be. Apparently Barrett runs in, fires off his gun arm, and scares everybody out. Alright, we're in control of Cloud again. Let's go over here. Talk to the boy. Talk to the woman. Did you hear? No? What? They say there's a news update. Again, the news are really quick. It's really quick around here. They say that there was a terrorist explosion up above. This time it's going to make a reactor. That's what we already know. No? What? Yeah, get to it. If you knock out Midgar's power, then all of its computers and signals are going to be knocked out too. Financially, there must have been about 1 billion gil worth of damage. That's a lot of gil. Wish I had it. A lot of innocent people got killed too. This is what I'm curious about. Read this next line here. If the explosion had been in the middle of the night, that would have been one thing. At least people could have gone in their sleep. Remember when we got on the train? The train said they would be leaving the station at 12:23 a.m. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's just after midnight. So unless we did it like in 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it took us 10 hours to get from the reactor to the train, unless it took us that long to get the train, didn't that explosion happen in the middle of the night? I mean, how long could it take us realistically to get to the train? Hour maybe? 30 minutes? So even if it was an hour, we did the explosion at almost 11:30 at night. That's not dark, but it is pretty late. Some people are asleep at 11 o'clock at night. I just wonder if there's a little consistency error there, or if it, really wonder how long it took to get from the reactor to the train. There's some shops around here, some things we could do. Let's talk to this guy here who's kind of bent over. There was. Because Barrett owns the place, maybe? How about this guy in the spiky hair? I guess that's what happens when you get blitzed. You just stand there and do some weird dance. Alright, let's go here and talk to Barrett. And he'll let us in. Can we talk to him again? Nope, guess not. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to walk a little slower then. Let's go in. Papa? What? So that's the little girl's Marlene, huh? Who's this lady? I think this is another date mechanic. I'm not entirely sure how it goes. This is one of the examples of not knowing the romance options here. But I believe this affects the romance options in some way or another. I don't know what it is. We didn't really fight too much. He bitched at me. I didn't really fight back, so I'll just say, not this time. Growing up. Apparently she knows Cloud from childhood. And this is Tifa. This is the girl that's known as probably the sexiest chick in all of gaming. Right up there with Lara Croft. There's this is the woman. This is the character that if you've ever seen like top 10 lists of the most beautiful girls in gaming, she's either always number one or always excluded from the list because it's obvious she's always going to be there. And the reasons are obvious. Both of them. Yes, I did mean it that way. Let's move on. And by getting the flowers from the flower girl when we got after we got off the reactor, we get this little conversation. I give it to Tifa or give it to Marlene? Let's give it to Tifa. Why not? Get a little extra dialogue out of this anyway. Actually, I'll go ahead and spoil this much. You get dialogue from. You get a little extra. You get some different dialogue if you give it to Marlene. Marlene doesn't say anything, as you can see. Oh well, that's the wrong one. Marlene. Apparently, she's full of ellipses. Try to leave the store. Suddenly, Barrett comes bustling in, and this time the girl finds the right Papa. Apparently, Marlene is Barrett's daughter. Now, if you were to give the flower to Marlene, Barrett would tell Marlene to say thank you to Cloud. And apparently they're starting a meeting. And the secret entrance to Avalanche's base, is underneath a pinball machine. Does that make sense? I've been to talk to all the Avalanche guys, but oh well. We can actually, I think we can go down. We can just go downstairs if we want to, but let's talk to Tifa first. How about something to drink? I do know. Okay. I don't say I do know for sure. I'm fairly certain that this actually affects the date scene. Tifa is one of the options for dating, and this actually does affect it. You say, give me something hard, you'll actually gain points with her. So, I'm not trying to gain points with her, but I want the extra conversation here, so I'm going to go with this. If you just I don't feel like it, you don't get any more conversation. So, I want a little more dialogue, so let's go with this. And apparently she has to move her entire body up and down in order to make her drink. That's right. You bet. I'm out of here. My health's my HP's a little low, but why? Well, I did apparently I had something black all over my face, and Jessie wiped it off. Maybe she didn't get all of it. Speaking of health, yeah, I'm still low on health, but I'm not worried about it. Alright. Okay, we can leave if we want to, but I'm not going to do that because we need to proceed on with the plot. Let's go over here to this ever so subtle pinball machine. Take it down to the hideout. Oops. Just talking about what's on the TV and on the top of the screen. I don't know about that, Jesse. The explosion seemed to be successful enough to destroy the reactor. What kind of miscalculation could you have made? What would happen if you'd gotten it right? Wedge? Sure. Oh, next we're going to blow up the Sector 5 reactor. Impervious to feelings? Yeah, that's not a foreshadowing. Can't get over to Biggs. So let's go over here and talk to Barrett. Once you get over to this part of the screen, it automatically goes into the cutscene. Or into the conversation. Oh, really? Are they that tough? Biggs is holding back Barrett, and then, kabam! That comes out of nowhere. A little more comedy relief there. I don't think so. I think I'm going to be leaving. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. Huh. Marlene affinity for Barrett. Not a little double negatives there, but whatever. Well, you've already stated that much. Straighten things up. Why? Why should I? Damn, look at Barrett go Matrix on that punching bag. Alright, let's go back up to the pinball machine here. It goes back down, and we make our way out. We take 2 steps, and it comes back up with Tifa, of course. Yes, Barrett's explaining this to us. We don't care. Yeah, see? I'm facing the exit. I'm trying to walk out the exit. That's usually what happens when you go through an exit, is you leave. Wait, what? Again, this is one of those obvious romantic points, or romance point questions. You say, how can you say that? You'll gain points with her. You say, sorry, you'll lose points with her. So, again, for the dialogue here, I'm going to go with this one. Oh boy, I made a promise. We would have asked if we remembered. Oh look, another VII reference. Let's think. Really hard. Oh, I think it hurt my brain. Shut up, Zara.
See how mean he is to me?
And look, there's a little cloud. And I mean the child cloud, not like a little floating white thing in the... You get what I mean. And there's a little Tifa. Okay, so clearly wherever they are on this well, they're not in Midgar, because obviously he wouldn't be leaving Midgar to go to Midgar. So this well is obviously not located in Midgar. And clearly Tifa and Cloud know each other from childhood, you can see so from here, and they both grew up in the same town. Or they were both kids in the same town. So he wanted to be a soldier since he was a little kid, huh? Okay. Sephiroth? Who's that? The Great Sephiroth. Apparently it's someone that a lot of people know, because even Tifa knows the name. Cloud's climbing up on the top of the well. Well, I would think if it's of an army, it's pretty hard to join just about any army. What is she giggling about? If I get popular like the Great Sephiroth, I might be known by people. Oh, here comes the promise. So she wants a celebrity to come rescue her. Uh-huh. Even Cloud can't believe it. Alright, fine, I promise. And that night, a shooting star went across, sealing their promise for eternity. I don't know, you type in Cloud on Google, I'm pretty sure most of the pictures you're going to see are not of white puffy things in the sky. So you're pretty famous, Cloud. She's kind of got you there. But you haven't experienced a serious problem, have you? Why did Barrett climb up the pipes? Yeah, I've played this game a lot, and I've just now wondered that. Why did he climb up the wall to get from the hideout instead of taking the pinball machine? I just now thought of that. Now this I didn't think of. You notice he just reached into his pocket, right? We assume that by that animation. He reached into the pocket using his gun arm and threw Arpey at us. First of all, how did he grab it with that gun? What did he do? Put it in the barrel and shoot it at us? The 1,500 gil getting shot at you would hurt. That's a good amount of money too, especially if it's early. That was an awesome skill.
I gotta get the game back.
Yeah, double the money. Oh. Yeah. And that's how you negotiate. You yell out another number, and then turn around and just tap your toe. That's how negotiation works. Alright, we apparently slept in the corner, and now we're awake. It is now the next day. We have slept, and by sleeping, we get all our health back. And we're going to head back up there. We're in the Avalanche hideout, as you can tell by that right there. We're going to take the pinball machine back up and continue on our mission to wherever we're supposed to go, which Wedge already told us we're heading to Sector 5. So we'll head to Sector 5 in the next episode of Final Fantasy VII. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. I'll see you later.